Welcome back to EnlightenedTrading. I'm your host, Conrad, and today we have another look at the crypto market. So we had a pretty major move yesterday. Very nice to see that, and as you can see, I posted something here on TradingView, and I'm going to talk about it right now. So make sure you like the video, down below. You subscribe to my YouTube channel because we're going to talk about some important things. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so as you can see, this is my TradingView post, and I posted that Bitcoin is going at least to 3,300, and I'm still going strong by his opinion. And as you can see, we got an ascending triangle here. We had an ascending triangle in an ascending triangle, and we are now moving higher. As you can see, we had a breakout just after I posted this actually, so very nice to see that. And yeah, so if we go a bit closer here, the 4-hour time frame, then you can see there's some nice volume coming in and pushing prices higher, and very nice to see that, definitely. And we're now going sideways and consolidating still. I'm still bullish. There is possibility that we're going to retest 12,100-ish for a retest of this resistance, and then another rally to the upside. I do see the price of 3,300 still coming. I do think it's very likely actually. And yeah, as I said in this post, we have this Fibonacci retracement, this 0.618 drawn from the top of the all-time high, coming up on 3,300, and as well we have the prior big swing high around 14k, which is of course going to act as resistance in my opinion. Yeah, and also if you extend this triangle here and pull it up to the upside, then you can see this will also approximately take us to the mid $3,000 range. So there's a lot of insight that this is most likely going to happen, and also the reason why I'm now bullish on. I mean, I'm still bullish on Bitcoin, but for higher prices in the short term at least. So yeah, I don't think there's too much to say, except that of course we had a nice breakout and we're going higher, most likely to the 14k range. And yeah, also what is pretty interesting is that we saw Litecoin going higher as well. We broke above the pretty important target of 65.30 and are now still holding around this level. I do see the price of $84 being reached in the Ethereum future, maybe in the next few weeks, maybe even this week. We will most likely see prices of around $80 before then again dropping lower and most likely retesting the $60 range here, with this Fibonacci retracement also acting as resistance in the past. And as you can see, also we had some dips and retests of this horizontal range as well. So it was very important in the past, and I think it will be in the near future as well. So yeah, I'm going to look for higher prices here on Litecoin, and I'm also most likely going to look for a break of this ascending channel. I don't think there is still the power in Litecoin to actually push prices still higher in this channel. I do think it will probably retest, maybe even go lower than 65 and go into the $60 range to retest this prior resistance here. And yeah, I do think this is pretty likely actually. If Litecoin does not break out to the upside of this channel, I do think we will retest some of these areas, at least $65, but as I said, maybe even $60. I do see this coming, and maybe even this trend line here, which should also then align. And if we're going to delete this channel real quick, then you can see we now moved above this pretty important trend line here in Litecoin. We had a consolidation just below just below it and are now breaking higher. I do like this very much actually, and it's also the reason why I think Litecoin will go to the $80 range. I actually exited my Litecoin trade yesterday in a nice profit. The reason being is that I saw the fees on bitmaps for Litecoin and I didn't like how much they were actually. They already were I think like 20-15% of my whole profit, and that's not what I like to see usually. So yeah, I didn't want to accumulate even more fees over the next few days, and that's actually the reason why I pulled out my Litecoin trade in a nice profit. So that's pretty good on that on my part. So yeah, as I said, my outlook is around $85 here on Litecoin. And just going to Ethereum real quick as well. So we also had a nice push above this resisting trend line here on the hourly chart. Right here, we marked it. We broke out right here, and we actually did not consolidate to the side, which I would have liked to see. And we actually corrected down into the range of this trend line approximately. And are now still holding around this range. And I'm actually looking for higher prices here on Ethereum. I can also go into small term time frames, and you can see we were rejected again by this trend line here on the top. And if you go to the hourly again, then you can see that on a TD sequential countdown phase, right here, you can see from a 1 to a 9. We actually had the 9 by just a few minutes before, like 10 minutes before on the hourly chart, and then do like the 9s on the hourly charts on Ethereum for some buying action. And yeah, that's the reason why I took another small position in Ethereum. I still am in my position, and also the fees on Ethereum are pretty high right now, so you should also take care regarding your fees and how much you actually accumulate, and that your profit is of course higher than your fees. So you should definitely look out for that. And on Ethereum, my next target once this breaks out and moves higher is still the $45 range. I do see this coming currently, and then maybe we can draw something like this ascending triangle right here. Yeah, I think this works out pretty nicely. Draw an ascending triangle and then move around in this ascending triangle, and most likely break out in the next few days, or maybe even today. Of course, it depends how much Ethereum and Bitcoin move today in the next few days. But as I said, I do see this breakout coming very likely actually, and yeah, I'm still bullish. Going higher most likely. If this really moves in ascending triangle formation, then we can again extend this to the upside, and this will take us to the $47 range. I did say back here that I'm looking for around $460 here on Ethereum, and we actually got that already approximately. You can see actually it's still only $450, so maybe we already reached that target, and I'm now again in consolidation phase. I do see this coming, and yeah, this could take us approximately to $400 to $47 before correcting once again. And yeah, I do think that's it actually for today's video. Pretty important what happened yesterday. In my opinion, we broke above a pretty important target here on Bitcoin. We moved above the same triangle once again, broke bullish, and are now, in my opinion at least, going higher, and also the TD sequential here on this countdown phase is bullish, and usually what you would like to see. And as well on the weekly time frame, you can also see that we had another weekly close right here, the screen 4 with a weekly close, which is, go back here, we only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 daily higher closes. So on a weekly time frame, so this is very bullish on my opinion, and usually what you would look out for in a bull market. And as you can see, we already closed many targets and many candles here, even above this prior range or around the 14k level. So maybe this will not even be that important, but yeah, we have to wait and see what happens in the near future. But as I said, if I use the retracement drawn from the all-time high to the bottom, then you can see there is a very important target here around 13,000, and yeah, this will be most likely resistance. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Just going to, in the end, pull up a very important thing actually. Almost forgot about it. And you can see that here, this is the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, and there are actually two Fear and Greed indices. And I can pull up also the other one. And this is actually right now here in Extreme Greed. This is, of course, not what you would like to see. And as you can see, around 2019, approximately in the same time of year, we experienced, of course, this major rally here 1 year ago, and dumped hard after that happened. And if go to like May to July here in this range right here, you can see in May we already were approximately at the levels we are right now, and we then consolidated a little bit. We dipped down, but went higher parabolically into the 100 range approximately, and when we are already now at like the $80 and at the 80 range in this index. So that is usually not what you would like to see if you are bullish and are holding long positions here on Bitcoin. And this also signals that there are many people looking for long trades and are long and are bullish Bitcoin, and this is usually an indication that there is a time for a correction. Yet if I go to this Fear and Greed Index, and you can see we are just now in the greed stage, and we are going into extreme greed, most likely in the next week or the next few weeks. And if we go down here, then you can see as well, this has a bit more time included, so this is very nice. You can see already in 2017 we had this major bull run, and some extreme greed, and also some extreme greed right here, in the last year, and are now again creeping up towards levels. So this still gives us some time before actually correcting, and I do think around the 14k level will be the time we will strongly correct down to the 10k level, but this was still to be waited out for. Okay, so yeah, that's really going to be it now. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like the video down below and you subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really does help me out, and of course I appreciate it very much. And yeah, also check out my Instagram page. Here's some funny content, some good memes along the way. And yeah, that's it. And see you guys and girls and people back next time. Bye.